So in this week's chapter, we have Team 7 about to go on their final mission against Kaguya, the primordial bunny bitch. But first, a word from our sponsors.
My 4X razor has 4 high-quality stainless steel blades, and you can have this bad motherfucker shipped right to your door. Cut ties with traditional razor blades, and sign up for Dollar Shave Club. Remember guys, you can check out a link for that in the description box below if you feel like being a lazy asshole. It's dollarshaveclub.com/SKG. Shave time, shave money, razor pun. So in this week's chapter of Naruto, Team 7 is finally banding together and get ready for the final battle of the series against Kaguya. And this week's chapter is a great example of less is more. Not too much happened this week, but there was a lot of really great action, and every single character got to do something awesome. And that doesn't happen too often in these short little battles, but it was greatly appreciated. So let's go ahead and address the elephant in this big-ass room, which is Kakashi.
And the eyeballs.
Yes, he is using Susanoo this week. In the last chapter, which was 2 weeks ago, we were literally brewing over that. Everybody was freaking out, and they really didn't give too much of an explanation this week about how he was able to use those techniques so rapidly and so quickly. But I'm not going to complain, because it looks awesome. Dude's flying around and throwing massive shuriken all over the place, and I love the way he's using the shuriken. Because, you know, typically when you throw a shuriken, you use it to, like, fuck someone up by throwing it into their head and stuff or something. He's actually using it in conjunction with his Kamui. He's throwing it at the big, like, Tetsuo bunny thing that's exploding. Woo. And as soon as the shuriken gets next to it, he's using Kamui and, like, blowing its arms away. And this is actually causing Kaguya to start to freak out, and she starts to transform into this massive chakra ball, which is actually a means of creating a brand new dimension. If you can wrap your head around that, you'll really like this week's chapter, but at least everything after that is an incredible assault from Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. Ooh, that was awesome.
Before we get into all that, let's talk about the Kakashi powers.
Yes.
So Kakashi has multiple new powers this chapter.
Yeah.
One, he has Shuriken that are also Kamui, which are pretty badass, by the way. I know some people aren't happy about Kakashi's powers, but that is cool. Secondly, he can have things pass through him now, just like Obito. And then, is there anything else? I think that was like,
you already sort of mentioned it, but he used these abilities, like, in conjunction with each other, like the scene where things can pass through him. Remember when Kaguya was shooting her weird, like, chakra bones at him? Yeah. And he was inside the Susanoo, and it looks like it, like, went through the head and almost, like, destroyed it. Yeah, but then he used his Kamui ability to teleport right in front of her and use his Raikiri to just blast right through her arm, which was so awesome. And speaking of arms, when Kaguya actually emerged from the giant chakra ball, her arms were healed.
Yes.
Because the other arm is still attached to the ground with Black Zetsu inside, just sort of, you know, doing ringside commentary.
Yeah, that's pretty much what Black Zetsu's good for, is he is he is Kaguya's, like, voice in this chapter.
He's Kaguya's Don King. Kaguya's the most splendiferous ninja demon in the world. I mean, I pray to God when they get to that portion in the anime, Don King, for some reason, starts voicing Black Zetsu in Japanese. That would be awesome.
It would be completely out of left field. I think we just need to do that. We'll just voice Don King and put it over that.
Be prepared. Coming in 2015 is the Super Kami Guru 9000 dub of Naruto Shippuden. You know what? Fuck it. The whole Naruto series. We'll start from the beginning.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just whip that out next week.
Yep.
No problem.
But let's get back on track here. The big action scene is the combination attack between Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. And Kakashi does help out, because he's the one who actually sets it up when he first attacks Kaguya with his Raikiri ability. It's 2 Naruto clones going after Kaguya. And what's really awesome here is even though the Black Zetsu is pinned to the ground, it's still able to attack. Like, it's able to shoot those chakra bones through a portal, which it actually uses to attack Naruto. And that clone looks like it gets defeated, but that clone was actually a means to bring Sasuke even closer to Kaguya. And I love that panel in the bottom where you can see that the Naruto clone and Sasuke, like, switch in, like, a split second.
Yeah, they switch. And I think the one thing that Naruto, the series, is really well known for is its combo attacks.
Yes.
Yeah, like, they are good at that in this series. And I think that this chapter was all about that. And it ended, like, super iconically with Sakura even getting involved. You know, they, like you said, they literally used every character.
And I love that you brought up the fact that it's all about the combos. It totally reminds me of why I started watching Naruto in the first place. You know, I liked the Naruto anime when it first started. I was like, this is pretty cool, show about ninjas, whatever, nothing too crazy. But when they finally got to the Zabuza arc where Naruto and Sasuke teamed up with the Shuriken clones and everything, that's when I was like, oh my god, that's so creative, and they can do this so much. And every single time there's like an arc where Naruto is usually fighting against the main villain or is teaming up with somebody, he always uses these abilities. And what I loved is they included Sakura, because here's the thing, Naruto and Sasuke are looking like they're trying to seal Kaguya at this moment.
Yeah, they're like coming at her.
But at the same time, Sakura just comes down and knocks freaking Kaguya to bejesus and back. And just, I don't even know how she's gonna survive that, because a punch from Sakura is just, can you imagine how many megatons that is coming down on the top of her head? And that whole final panel just, it's not too often like I'm just like, yeah! Like I say that out loud, like while reading a manga series, because it's just, you know, it's just like reading a fucking comic. But like, I got jacked up when I saw that. I was just like, yes! Team 7 is about to fucking whip some ass! The thing that's really strange, though, is why does Kakashi say this is their last mission?
Okay, I think that is that they're going to succeed, and there's going to be no need for them to go on ninja missions anymore, even though they could easily still go on ninja missions.
Yeah.
I mean, so I honestly think it may even be a mistranslation in some ways.
It's possible, because a lot of these different everybody does like their own thing. Like, there's even this one panel where Kakashi is talking about like his brand new powers, and in one of the translations I said he mentioned like Obito's Rikudo powers have like given me like new strength, and I think Rikudo like refers to the Sage of the Six Paths, and that might have been like that moment where Obito was the Jinchuriki for a while, but I'm not sure why those powers transferred over. But again, that might be an error in translation. I'm not really sure.
So let's actually go back to the Kakashi thing for a minute, because I feel like we've reviewed the chapter at this point. We know what happened. But Kakashi's powers, I am still okay with.
Oh, I am.
Because I'll tell you why. It's like Kakashi and Obito combined, and now you got rid of Obito, which really wasn't a lot of people's favorite characters, but you just gave all those powers to Kakashi, which is probably a lot of people's favorite characters. Corey, who's your favorite character?
Oh, Kakashi, especially now.
I'm just saying, like, it's cool that he got all these powers. Now, I know we could argue back and forth all day, fan base, about if it makes sense, but I'm still going to say, I think it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that this, you know, we've mentioned this before. This is a series that can be outlandish, and it is a little unfair that we're sort of, like, disregarding the rules of the series, because there are rules to things. But you know what? Rules were meant to be broken, and that happens all the time in Naruto, and we should just be able to accept it. And also, there's something that we never brought up in our last video, which is, apparently, it's never been outright said, but you need Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan in order to get the perfect Susanoo. That's never actually been stated, and it's the only evidence to this is the fact that both Madara and Sasuke have the perfect Susanoo. They're the only ones that have been shown with it so far, aside from, I believe, Indra, who was in the backstory. Yeah. And they had the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan.
Because they took their brother's eyes.
Yeah, but there was a scene where Madara had it, and his eyes weren't even in his damn skull. So, I don't know. It's never been outright said you need Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. The only evidence is said is to use Susanoo, you need Mangekyo Sharingan. Kakashi has both of those. And, you know, before I thought maybe you need Amaterasu and another technique to make it work, but Sasuke's the only one who uses Amaterasu, so it's kind of muddy. They haven't really...
didn't even use that.
Exactly, like, and that's like a really devastatingly powerful technique. So, you know, that's another thing. Like, they've never outright said it. If they have, I missed it.
And also, Kakashi having the ability to have things pass through him, maybe it's because he didn't have the other eye.
Oh, no, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, but now that he has the other eye, that eye gives him that power. And also, we never said this, but he seems to be able to close those portals. That was the thing.
That's
another thing.
We forgot when... Kaguya, Black Setsu, which they're basically the same thing at this point. When he shoots that away, he's actually able to close that, which gives Naruto and Sasuke their opportunity to attack.
That whole combo attack was really interesting, too. I mean, we could break the whole thing down, but it had like 5 steps. And
it did, but it was awesome. But it wasn't confusing, though. Like,
no,
I was following it the whole time. I was just like, God, this is so awesome. It's working so well. And just, I really love this. It was another, like, it gave me that classic Naruto feel.
What do you say score-wise?
It's not fair that I'm saying this at all, but, you know, I came out of this chapter just smiling and having a lot of fun, and my first thought was, boy, when this gets to the anime, it's going to kick a lot of ass. Hopefully. So I'm going to give this one A 10 out of 10. I loved it. I'm sorry. Call me a Narutard if you want, but we have given plenty of chapters well below 5s before, and I loved this. This was great action, and it's clearly getting ready to go into the final battle of the series. That is, unless Madara or Orochimaru or Black Sessu decides to say, hey, I'm the real final villain. Otherwise, I loved this chapter. Hate is gonna hate.
I'm going to drop a 9 out of 10. Almost perfect. I still think we need Kaguya backstory for me and Corey to give a shit about her, to be honest.
I agree that we need Kaguya backstory.
We need it.
That's not going to affect my score, though, because I think Kaguya needs, like, her own couple chapters.
Yeah, personally. Give her 5 chapters. Give her 5 chapters.
Her whole backstory.
Because she can't just be evil to be evil. She can't just be a greedy, chakra-hungry bitch. Is that literally it? Because that's boring. There needs to be more going on than that. Anyway, I just hope that maybe they go back. I'd love to see the Sage of Six Path and his brother fight her. I want to see all that shit. You know, so give me some reason to care about her, because I really don't right now. Besides that she's super powerful and awesome. But Corey and I think we always used to simplify ourselves as action junkies, but we do like a good story. Like, make us care about the characters. So that's what I gotta say about that.
Be more like Hunter x Hunter.
Well, that's a big, tall order. That's a tall order.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you guys.
What I mean, by the way, and I mean don't go on hiatus for like 2 years and then come back and decide to cancel your anime series before you enter another awesome arc. I'm still bitter about that.
Yeah, I was like, are you bitter, Corey? I think you may be.
Whatever. I'm going to read the manga series, but let's Naruto.
Yeah, anyway, you guys, 9 out of 10 for me, 10 out of 10 for Corey. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please check us out on our social media links. They're all down below. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and thank you so much for watching, and subscribe to the channel. Do you like Amazon.com? I know I do. Corey and I now have an Amazon link in our video description box below. And if you go to it and buy anything through Amazon.com, it will support our channel. So bookmark that link, make it happen, and support our channel without having to do a damn thing.
Another great way you guys can help support our channel is by donating directly through our PayPal link in the description box below. We recommend $2 a month, although this is completely optional. But the best way to go about this is by sneaking into your mom's room and taking $2. This way, she won't even notice. And we won't have to shake you up for all of your lunch money. So guys, that concludes this review today. Super Kami Guru 9000. Out.